within the heart of Chitral Valley and bordering the great Hindu Kush lies a prolific and one of the most exotic sceneries of the world. The river flowing through the lush green pastures sings a tune thousands of years old. The trees laden with grapes, apricots and nuts are a delightful treat to the visitor. This is the enchanting valley of Kalash. Heralded as one of the oldest living civilizations by the United Nations, the Kalash, numbering 3,000, are the smallest group among the religious minorities of Pakistan. This indigenous group resides exclusively in a particular geographical area, in the three valleys of Birir, Bamburat and Rambur. The origin of the Kalash is based on a fascinating yet compelling myth. The oral tradition tells that the Kalash are descendants from Alexander the Great's brave general Shalik Shah, to whom Alexander gave the Chitral Valley as a reward. The colored eyes and foreign features of the Kalash children may hold some testament to this myth.
According to some historians, Chitral was ruled by Kalash up to 10th century AD. Then it was conquered by the Afghans. They came with their own beliefs and they tried to convert the Kalash people. However, they had their own culture, their own tradition, their own beliefs. So they moved. In fact, they were forced to move to the inner valley of Chitral, where they still stay. The number has, however, dwindled to a mere 3,000 people. The effect of suppression can be seen even today.
At this point of time, they have no say. At the Union Council level, as far as the district level is concerned, they have no say. They have a representative, a minority representative, which is called as a Nazim, the minority Nazim at the district level, and one representative in the Union Council, minority representative. But that is not enough for them, because that goes directly to your financial aspect of the Union Council, and as far as that area is concerned, no money goes to them, because the Union Council they are in at this point of time, that is a thickly Muslim populated Union Council. So main funding has been stopped there. That has been utilized by the people in the first place at Ayun, and the valleys are always been deprived.
Since Kalash is a mountainous tract, the only cultivation possible is in small patches. Thus, a farmer in Kalash is able to sow only one crop a year that is supposed to sustain his family throughout the year. It is not a surprise then when we learn that even trees in Kalash are sold.
In the previous generation, many walnut trees are lost by the hands of the Kalasha. Why? The outsider came, they give them one cut, one kasong. The Kalasha people have not to pay, and they take one walnut tree. for 1 kilo of rice, for 1 box of matches. So the Kalash people were not educated, and they gave 1 whole walnut tree for nothing.
The farmer only takes care of the tree. The price and practice unfair and unheard of. Lakshan Bibi, a rebel from odds of life in Kalash. She not only managed to receive education, but today is a certified pilot. With a bright future in front of her, she chose not to leave her home valley, but stayed on to help make more like her.
And it was a fact that I was the only child going to school. I realized that one has to leave this place for higher education to come back and to fight for the basic amenities of our people, especially the Kalasha. Once I was graduated from Peshawar Flying Club, I went back to my village. Everybody used to come in the feast during the festival days. A lot of applications used to be met by my innocent people, and that used to go back to the van or dustbins, which this hurted me a lot. I realized that why not I to contribute in my own part? How can I be helpful to my community where I can bring their deprived voice in a level that the people should think that these are a human being? And that was the point I realized, no, everybody live for themselves. Everybody has a vision for themselves. Everybody give the best life to their family. Why not I to be one of them, one of those who have thought something for the communities?
Like all great civilizations, the Kalash community practices its age-old customs. However, the sense of pride is missing. Yet they follow their own set of rules that hundreds of years old tradition dictates them. Their temples are called Jastakhan and are considered as the most respectful and sacred grounds for worship, as well as for performing age-old rituals. Funerals are a particular religious activity performed with zeal. The death of a fellow Kalash is mourned by the whole community as one. The dead body is sacredly placed in a jastak where it lies for 3 days. During this time, people assemble from all the 3 valleys and paid rich tributes to the deceased. Strange to the naive eyes, this is their custom. The body is later buried. The debilitating state of these jastaks speaks volumes of the state of this long-time ignored community. The buildings are fast crumbling and have also become dangerous for the people to worship in. The cracked walls and altars are in dire need of reconstruction.
For the first time in the history of Pakistan, we come up with the 6 Jastakhans, and I feel proud that those Jastakhans are being sponsored by the President General Pervez Musharraf. Now the Kalasha people can have their own houses where they can go where they can sit, where they can discuss for the future, for the problems related to the community as well as culturally.
However, the requirement of 11 more chastaks still remains. The pure-impure dualism is central to the Kalash religion. Onjesta pure and Pragata impure are frequently mentioned in connection with locations as well as with acts, persons and objects. The high pastures, the men and the goats belong to the Onjesta sphere and the women belong to the Pragata sphere. For a better understanding of this division, it is vital to realize that the Kalash are an entirely unique set of people. Although women are considered Pragata, they are not all looked down upon. They have total self-determination in all personal matters. They are free to choose whoever to marry and are given the front position in many religious and social activities. The women are confined to a specific area called the Bashali during childbirth and menstruation, a time period that provides them holiday from the daily routine of hard work. Men are forbidden to enter. However, it is not the tradition but the state of these Bashalis that makes the concept intolerable. The darkness in the Bashali seems juxtaposed with its purpose. With no medical facility, lack of cleanliness and unhygienic conditions, these places provide no respite to women in need of medical attention, thus leading to many medical complications. Although there is a basic health unit and valley-level dispensaries, they are inadequate in number and also lack qualified staff. While there does exist a network of community health workers, yet they are unable to manage complex diseases.
जो लोग के बच्चे या बड़े वो मरीज़ होता है तो चित्राल लेना जाना पड़ता है, वो रोड को सही न होने वजह से यहाँ गाड़ियाँ नहीं मिला है। जब एक गाड़ी बुकिंग कर तो जाता है तो यहाँ से चित्राल तो 1500-2000 रुपया चाहिए गाड़ी वाला। तो ये लोग गरीब लोगों के यहाँ कारोबार नहीं है, तो जब चाय के लिए तो 10 रुपया नहीं मिला तो गाड़ी को 2000 रुपये 1500 रुपये किस लिए किधर जाएंगे?
इधर लोग भी गरीब, सारा गरीब है, तो उधर जाते तो इतना मामूली दवाई बहुत महंगा होता है।
The beautiful environment of Kalash is also at risk. Endowed with a number of rivers as a source of fresh water, yet proper sanitation looms as a major problem in Kalash valleys. Less than 10% of the families have latrines in their houses. With no solid waste management system and water sanitation available only at community level, the problem is aggravating. With increasing number of tourists, the amount of environmental degradation is also hiking. More and more trees are being cut down for building hotels and guest houses. Completely oblivious to the cultural preservation needs, the new constructions have changed with tin roofs and cemented buildings in complete contrast to the mud and rock indigenous houses of the Kalash people. Though business is growing in the form of shops, motels and restaurants, but their owners are mainly people from the Chitral Valley. Most of the Kalash communities end up working as laborers and other such positions in these hotels. In contrast to the social conditions, the Kalash community is a vibrant and lively one. Their culture is also their means of ethnic identity. But today, this ethnic identity is at risk.
We cannot find a tradition like this in other countries. In Europe, we say that, okay, we shall support the tradition, we shall support the culture, but there is no a treasure like this in Europe. Everything is flat. Many centuries ago, we disappeared all this special culture of tribes. The Pakistanis have a unique tradition, a unique culture, a unique tribe, must be survived.
An obvious reason for the Kalash to decline in numbers is the rate of conversion to Islam of their young generation.
Interesting thing, but not good, is that some of them are children, 10 years old, 12 years old children. They are not old people. Okay, the old people, they have the right to change their tradition. Okay, they are old enough. But the children?
Though there are separate government-run and Kalasha-designated schools, however, the syllabus taught in these schools is the same. The curriculum taught at the Kalasha schools does not cater to the cultural or religious needs of the Kalash people. Thus, the minds of the young cannot comprehend the difference and end up suspecting their own identity. Another major cause of their decreasing in numbers is the expensiveness of some of the rituals of Kalash culture, which is leading to a high conversion rate. Thus, the Kalash have a real threat of being perished from the world scene.
I don't think that Kalasha culture will die, but needs help. Everybody of us have to help, not only the Pakistani government, not only the Pakistani citizens, but all the people of our planet, because this culture is a treasure for the planet.
We must give them the credit that they have kept their tradition alive from past 3,000 years. This is an oral tradition. We never worked for it before. Nor KISP, nor the government. It has never been transformed into a written script, and nobody has mentioned anything about it. Now we want to give them back their identity. We want to give them back their pride. At the same time, we want to give a culture to the country, which is very rich, and everybody in the world owns this culture except we as Pakistan. So we at KISP wants to portray Pakistan as a modern, tolerant and a progressive society.
As a daughter of Kalash, I want to present them empowerment, culturally, politically, economically, over their own areas. And it is not possible without the support of my waivers, without the support of donors, without the support of my government. And I'm hopeful that they will respect my words. And I'm hopeful they will stand with me to preserve my people and my community. And this culture, this beautiful culture, should not die from the world map.
However, hope still lives. The journey is long and unending, yet the travelers will keep traveling. Also named Lakshan, this little girl is our hope for a better future. Another tulip emerging from the coldness of snow.